Hey guys, this is Marc Goldberg from Marc Vlogs Watches, and do I have an episode for you today? But before we get into the crazy meat and mashed potatoes of this big mess that we're going to talk about, let's have a quick fist watch check, and here it is. Today I am wearing a G-Shock. Guys, I don't know what's happening to me. I've gotten crazy into G-Shock. I think I've got Rolex fatigue. Rolex fatigue! But let me tell you what's even worse than Rolex fatigue. You and I are about to take a journey into crazy. We're about to delve into the seventh rung of nutball. Who are we going to talk about? The one, the only, the crazy, the insane, the off the hook, the mentally unbalanced, the completely deranged
Matt Stevens.
Now, I'm going to put a link to a very recent Matt Stevens video. It's only been out for a few minutes, and of course I get a call from Matt telling me to watch it. And so let me kind of recap what's let me recap what Matt has put in his video. It's Matt sitting actually in front of a screen, and on the screen is a Batgirl. And Matt is rambling on about how he almost died in China, and therefore he had to spend tens of thousands of dollars on a Mercedes, a Camry, a trip to Thailand with his Brokeback Mountain buddy, Austin Daniels. I'm only jealous I didn't get invited. And then he rambles on that he needs a $5,000 retainer for a lawyer because he might get sued by his ex-partner. I don't know if it's his girlfriend or his business partner. I can't. Is it Austin Daniels? Austin, don't sue Matt. You can work out your differences. Guys, I don't know what's going on because it was waffling and it was rambling, just like me now, only slightly crazier. So first, one quick bit of advice. Matt Stevens.
You don't need a retainer. You don't need $5,000 for a retainer. That's crazy talk.
Nobody pays $5,000 for a lawyer until they are being sued. Not because somebody says, I'm going to sue you. I'm angry at you. And then you go, well, I'm scared. I'm going to hire a lawyer. Ask the rancher if you don't believe me. He is a lawyer. So, Matt, first, number one, you don't need $10,000. Number two, Matt's idea to raise money to buy the Batman at retail that he has potentially been offered, which I don't even, quite frankly, Matt, I have some serious doubts about the authenticity of that author. But back-chaining and decoding this whole mess, Matt's bright idea is to raise a bunch of money by not selling his Omega Seamaster 300, the new ceramic one that he got maybe a whopping 6 months ago. And I told him he was going to flip it before the year was out. And here we are, Matt. You know what? I want to do the I told you so dance right here, right now. This is me doing the I told you so. I told you, Matt. You never kept a watch this long in your life. So Matt's bright idea is he's going to not just sell the watch, which, he should be able to get less than he paid for it, but I don't know, $3,500, $4,000, I don't know. It's retail $5,000, but now it's used. So I don't know. If someone's in a really good mood and wants to get a little bit of a bargain, maybe they give them $4,250 or something like that for it. I don't know. But Matt's bright idea is to raffle it off, which is illegal, at least in this country, number one. Number two, Matt mentions on the video that it's illegal for him to raffle off the watch. So he comes up with a Bad News Bears cockamamie way that the rancher and I are going to help him raffle off his watch by doing a GoFundMe, and anybody who donates, Clyde and I are going to put their name into a hat, pull it out, and he says he's going to raise $6,000 this way, and Clyde and I are going to help him. But he put the entire illegal scheme on YouTube. So Matt, if we raise $6,000 for you, Clyde loses his legal license, and I'm going to need the $6,000 for bail once I'm arrested for your cockamamie scheme. You are like the Bad News Bears. You are like Ocean's 11 gone wrong. Matt Stevens, you are like the worst criminal I ever met. And not only that, you're not even really good at buying watches because you buy them, you flip them, you lose money. So I'm announcing a GoFundMe for mental health treatment for Matt Stevens. He doesn't need a retainer for a lawyer. He's not going to get sued. If I had a nickel for every a-hole who was, I'm going to sue you. Oh my God. You know, if I had a nickel. You don't need a retainer until there are court papers and you get a summons. That's when you need a lawyer, not before. So, I'd like to know your thoughts on this topic, please. Join me in the comments so we can chit-chat about this, because I have a feeling that we should be doing a GoFundMe for Matt Stevens, but I think we should be raising money for psychiatry, a possible diagnosis of multiple personality disorder. I mean, have you ever really seen Matt Stevens and Don Geo Lloyd in the same room at the same time? Maybe there's a multiple personality disorder going on here. I'm unsure. But Matt, no, I'm not going to help you with your illegal Ponzi scheme, number one. Do I even look like Bernie Madoff? I am far better looking, my friend. Number one. Number two, you don't need a retainer. Number three, I told you were going to flip that Omega. Number four, I kind of doubt that you were offered a Batgirl at retail, because you haven't bought a Rolex from an AD ever. So I challenge you to prove that that's a legitimate offer and to tell me. And not only that, if it was a legitimate offer, I think you would be doing a GoFundMe to get the 10 grand up to go in there and buy it. You'd hold it 90 days and then you'd flip out of it for 15, 16 and make a quick $5,000 or $6,000. Why would you not do that? Anyway, Matt, I love you. I'm directing people to your channel and to your mental health fund, but I challenge you to prove any of this. Worst criminal ever, Matt Stevens. Guys, this is Marc Goldberg, and I hope you've enjoyed spending a few minutes with me. Our friend needs some help, and I think we ought to help him acquire it. I'm wearing a G-Shock. Is it a pretty watch? Well, you know, it depends upon your perspective. Depends upon your point of view. I've got a problem with Maverick watch reviews. Mav, the problem is every time I watch your damn channel, I want to watch, and you reviewed this one, and yeah, here we are. I'll sooner or later, I'll get to reviewing this watch and making more videos for you guys. But in the meantime, I would like you to throw me a like, subscribe to my channel, and talk to me in the comments about how we're going to raise some money for the Matt Stevens Fund, and I will put the link to his video in the description here. Something is terribly, terribly wrong with this man, and I think we should help.
Paint the sky.